and this is Becoming Mira. Can I ask you something? How many opportunities have we missed because we were waiting for the perfect time? You know, you wanted the perfect plan, the perfect circumstance, the perfect amount of money. But what if trying to be perfect is what's actually keeping us stuck? So, first off, thank you. A few days ago, I published the first episode of Becoming Mira. And seeing a few people listen to it meant more than anything I can explain. But can I tell you a secret? I wasn't going to publish it. I wanted the podcast cover to be perfect. I wanted my intro to be perfect. I wanted that page turn that you heard at the beginning to be perfect. And I wanted the editing to be perfect. I even found myself struggling to use GarageBand to put the music as well as the page turn together and make it feel natural, you know? And at one point, I thought maybe I should just wait until I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. But then I realized, like, if I kept waiting until that perfect moment, there wouldn't have been a episode 1. And honestly, I think a lot of us do that in different areas of our lives. Which brings me to today's chapter. Discipline over motivation. I used to think I had to feel motivated before I could start. Before I started studying, before I got off my lazy ass and went and worked out, before chasing any goal, I felt I had to be motivated. But motivation is a feeling, and those feelings come and go. So you have to be disciplined, because being disciplined is a decision. It's choosing to keep going even when you're tired, when you don't know what's next, when nobody's watching, hell, when nobody's listening to this podcast. Because here's the truth. The life we're praying for is built by the things we do over and over and over again. Consistency. Not the things we only do when we feel inspired or motivated to do so. For example, I was talking to my coworker the other day, and I was like, man, I've really been off on my fitness routine. Like, I haven't been working out like I used to. I kind of feel bad. And being that I have both jobs, it's kind of hard to get in the gym. And so I'm not gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do it, right? And you know what he told me? If you wanted to, you would. Like, you would make the time to do what you want to do. Like, the things you want to make yourself better, you would do it. You would not make an excuse. Because I'm like, oh, I don't have enough sleep. Although, you know, you need that sleep so your cortisol levels won't spike, therefore defeating the purpose of actually working out. Because if your cortisol levels are at a high point, you won't lose no weight. Just a FYI. But he got me to thinking, right? And he was like, when you're off on weekends, go to the gym. Work out twice a day. There you go. That's your 4 days a week. Get it in at any way possible. So you need discipline over motivation. You have to decide to get up. So I have to decide to get my ass up and go to the gym this weekend. So publishing episode 1 reminded me that progress will always beat perfection. Was it perfect? Hell, is this episode perfect? No. Was it worth doing it anyway? Absolutely. Because now I'm here, you're here, and this journey has officially begun. So, before we end today's episode, I thought I should start implementing challenges at the end. And I want to name it Becoming Challenge. So, like, I'm becoming Mira, my ultimate higher self, and you're becoming yourself, whatever your name is. So, think about one thing you've been putting off because you were waiting for the perfect moment. This week, spend just about 10 to 15 minutes on it. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Just get started. Because every big dream begins with one small decision. Thank you so much for spending a little part of your day with me. If today's conversation encouraged you, I'd love for you to follow the podcast, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who's on their own journey of becoming. I'm Mira, and this has been Becoming Mira. Until next time, keep growing, keep showing up for yourself, and remember, we're not chasing perfection, we're becoming.